30. We can do this.
You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, Jason, as always. He's here. Jesse is here.
Doing my thing.
Doing what he does, doing Jesse's stuff. Preston is here. He's the czar of information, and he has an announcement, or no?
Nah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no announcement.
What? Can't do that.
It was something about his podcast, but apparently he's not.
Oh.
He's not ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never
So
mind. No one
I know you
cares.
don't really care about that. And then
He's never gonna watch.
Stella is on the ones and the zeros, making the show happen. Jason,
Yeah. Does everything sound good to you?
everything sounds great.
Wonderful.
Okay.
My voice sounds like it's
Okay.
been dipped in gold.
It's angelic, some might say.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm a little muted, but it's fine. Just
We
Kind
like
of feel
it that
like
way.
Van Gogh right now because one of my sides of my headset's working.
huh? What?
Kind of feel like Van Gogh because only one side of my headset's working.
I thought you said I'm going to go now.
That's what I thought. Like you just got here.
No.
You literally
Jeez,
just walked
it's
in.
fast.
Feeling like
Preston.
Van Gogh a little bit.
All right. Van Gogh, because he cut off his own ear.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore of Artists.
All right, let's do it. Leonardo da Vinci's got to be there.
Does he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to be.
Okay.
I'm going to say Michelangelo Donatello.
Raphael.
Raphael. I mean, it's already been decided for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're not going to put Jackson Pollock on there. We're not going
No.
to put Van Gogh on
Come on.
there. We're not going to put Picasso.
No.
Picasso, hot take, overrated.
You trying to say Picasso's overrated?
Now listen, do I like Van Gogh? I like Van Gogh.
Yeah.
He was the one that bit off his own ear, wasn't he?
You can't bite your own ear
You
off.
can't.
Something with his
He
ear?
didn't
and
Mike
rip it off?
Tyson himself.
I don't think you can bite off your own ear.
You can
Someone
try.
bit off his ear?
I think you can cut it
He
off.
just
Did he?
cut off
Did he
his
cut
ear.
it off?
Yeah.
Was that wasn't that Edgar Allan Poe? Though?
No, that was Van Gogh.
What happened with Edgar Allan Poe? Didn't he do?
He's just a crazy guy.
I know did Edgar
He's just
Allan?
a crazy guy.
What did he cut off?
Not his lack of
Look
drugs.
it up. I want to know if Edgar Allan Poe
cut off any digits?
cut off anything.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, why mess with perfection?
You know?
Yeah. Do you got stuff?
Oh, Jason, you don't even. I don't even think you're ready for this. I can start. You can start. However you want to do this. Just be ready.
We had teased something.
Yeah,
and
we
now
did.
that the full crew is back, I think we can address it.
All right, let's do it.
The Mount Rushmore of vending machines.
The Mount
Okay.
Rushmore of vending machines.
Now,
yes,
I think we're going to do types of vending machine, location, and stuff that's in it.
Okay.
Cool. It's a lot of...
This is a deep dive into vending machines.
Well,
we
everyone
teased
wants
it.
to hear.
People are
Okay.
wanting to know it. Yeah,
So when you say type, you mean like pop, candy,
yeah.
cigarettes, coffee?
that's it. Is there anything else?
Pop, cigarettes, candy, coffee. COVID. They now have COVID tests.
No, we're not doing
They
that.
do?
Machines. Yeah, they're outside
Like,
hospitals.
I want
Okay,
the good one. I don't
Yeah.
know. How do you know? Like, is it just all the same?
Well, no, I don't think so. I've seen some that are the same, and I've seen some that
Okay.
get all the variations.
I don't
Man,
think we'll put.
why don't we have cigarettes in vending machines anymore?
Well, I think cigarettes have gone out of style.
What?
I think people don't encourage cigarette use. When's the last time you saw a cigarette vending machine? It's been years.
I know the last location I saw it,
Where?
a bowling alley.
Yeah.
I
that
bet you
makes
they still
sense.
have those.
But you can't smoke in a bowling alley.
Oh, psh,
I mean, okay, I know one does, but it's technically illegal. You go bowling, it's not
yeah,
filled
at the
with smoke
family
like
place.
it used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these places are.
I don't know. That's one of the. We've talked about this before, but I miss the smell of cigarette smoke.
Yeah, I do too.
I liked the good old days when you would walk in and they would ask you smoking or non, and it didn't matter what you said because the smoke doesn't
there was a
care.
small barrier between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even all the restaurants. I remember there's a Burger King in town that they remodeled several years back where they had the smoking section like at the front and there was no wall.
Yeah.
You know, based on those rules, they could have had a COVID or no COVID section at the restaurants. Would you like to sit in COVID or non-COVID?
Yeah. Well, I think
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. I wish they would have done a no mask section. That would have been nice.
That's what I'm saying. It would.
Oh, I don't know what you're saying. So anyway, that's it. Because I love a coffee vending machine.
Yeah.
Now the coffee is garbage.
No, it's instant coffee.
But it has that little paper handle on it that
Yeah.
like folds around
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
you hold it like that.
It's
like
fantastic.
it's a really great thing. So I can't think of another vending machine. So
Okay.
what else do you want to know?
Locations.
Rest stop,
Yes, that's a big one.
airport,
That's a big one.
bus station. I don't know.
Hospital.
Hospital.
yeah.
Hospital's
Yeah.
a good one.
What about
Okay.
like work lunchroom, break room?
Amusement parks.
Ooh, break room is pretty good. Ooh, amusement parks. Are there a
Yeah.
lot of vending machines in amusement?
Like towards the
Amusement
restrooms.
parks are more. I don't know about that. I don't know.
Indoor bounce house places.
No,
No?
Very-
no.
What?
I don't know. It's a little too
Just a bit outside.
just a little too specific. Yeah. So we're gonna go airport, rest stop. Rest stop is the big one. That's
Yeah.
the George Washington.
Come on. Yeah.
And then what were the other ones we said?
Bowling alley?
Bowling alley.
Did I say bowling alley?
I don't know that you did. I don't know that bowling alley.
I've seen a few in bowling alleys.
Yeah, it feels like we're missing something big time.
Well, we just said one that was really good.
Somebody said break room.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
I
pretty
said
good
that.
one. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
break room, airport, rest stop,
Hospital.
hospital. That's it.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
we got locations and types. Now
All
we
right.
just need stuff that's in it. Let's just do the snacks.
Okay,
Like
snacks.
snacks in the vending machines.
Snickers bar,
That's a good
M&Ms.
one. That's a
M&M.
good one. I feel
Doritos.
combos.
Nope. Yep.
Oh,
combos.
combos.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay. I got a good one.
Pop Tarts.
Ooh.
Bear claw.
Yeah. That's-
Come on, a bear
Honey
claw
bun.
honey bun.
Ooh.
out of a honey bun at a vending machine.
Yeah.
What are we talking? What are we talking about?
The one who just said bear claw is like aghast at a honey claw. Honey claw.
Honey claw. I want a honey claw.
Yes.
Did we just stumble on something? I think we did.
I need a honey claw.
A honey claw.
Oh, sounds
We call
so
it a
good.
Winnie the Pooh. And it's shaped like a bear claw
Yeah.
and drizzled in honey. Drizzled in honey, name of the episode.
Mount Rushmore of things you can drizzle in honey.
Also,
Ooh, I got a couple.
no.
Okay.
We got to move over that one.
All right, there it is. Was there something else vending machine wise? that you
No,
wanted
we had
to-
teased it, and the people were dying to hear it.
Okay, are there anything?
Oh, I've got a whole list of things.
Well, things that people have written in about.
nah.
Okay.
Well, one thing, your coffee thing earlier.
Okay.
Someone did write this. They said a man, specifically men, should never hold coffee with two hands, like a mug. A man should drink coffee with one hand.
So it's not like it's like a female. That's a feminine thing.
It's a very feminine thing.
Two hands. I feel like if I'm camping and if it's really cold outside,
I will give you an exception for camping.
yeah, camping cold outside, both hands warming up. I feel like that's okay. But I hear you. Oh, you want it on the handle?
Yeah, if you're sitting on your couch, like watching TV or reading a book or something like that,
Yeah.
it's not a
Oh, yeah,
two-handed
no.
thing.
Yeah.
No.
You have to be like slouching with like.
I think slouching is the
Yeah.
right way to
Yeah.
go.
Mount Rushmore of ways to sit.
On your butt.
Well, a slouch.
A slouch.
You can slouch in a chair.
Indian style.
Oh, okay, ways to sit in a chair. So you could
You
slouch
can sit Indian style.
No, yes,
I
I
mean,
know.
Jesse can't, but
I can't.
people.
I can't
can.
sit Indian style on the floor.
I don't even know if that
maybe
works.
a love seat.
I like the sitting in a chair, one leg tucked under the other leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called.
Like where your foot's kind of almost up under your butt.
It's like half Indian style.
Half Indian.
It's like mulatto. sitting. Is that
Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure.
okay.
We'll just roll with it.
I think that's pretty racist what I just said. actually.
Pocahontas' kid.
You could have said
style.
Windian
Yeah.
style.
What's that?
You could have said Windian style.
Windian.
What's Windian?
White Indian.
Is that a thing?
I just made it
Oh,
up.
okay.
Windians.
I like that. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Windian style. So we're gonna say slouching Windian style.
Indian style.
about the classic, cross leg or foot on the.
What about
foot
knee?
Foot on the knee is great.
Foot on the knee.
I sit foot on the
It's
knee.
kind of
so
a power
much.
move.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I sit cross-legged just to make people wonder,
What about
what's
the-
his deal?
What's going on there?
He's not even wearing a skirt.
Huh, what's going on with that?
And I usually put one hand over the knee, just like that. Yeah.
And then you hold your coffee with your 2 hands.
Somehow. What was your question?
I don't. It was just a statement.
Okay.
Some men should not have 2 hands on a coffee mug.
All right. I want to talk about something else. This isn't a lot, but this is a great forum to win an argument with my wife. Because she's not here.
And we'll never listen.
She'll never listen.
Yeah.
And she's not here to refute what I'm about ready to say.
I like it.
So I can just own it and just boom. It's what it is. We've had this discussion a few times, and it usually ends with me shouting
I'm
the
sorry.
same thing.
Let me
What?
pause you really
Yeah.
quick.
Mhm.
It is confirmed that her parents are active listeners.
Some of our most loyal. Yes.
So is this going to get back to her?
Oh, they like it.
It's good old fun.
Yeah, just,
I hear they love it when I imitate her voice too.
Oh, that's their favorite. So, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for this?
I'm ready.
We've had this discussion multiple times. Usually ends up with me shouting the same thing, in which
Serenity now.
something like that. Insanity later. So something will happen. There'll be a dispute, and then Erica will say the phrase, "I have a photographic memory." Okay. At which point, I will then shout at her, "Everyone has a photographic memory." What other kind of memory is there, Jason?
If you're blind, you don't. Is it like braille memory?
Sans blind people. Everyone has a photographic memory. Otherwise, every time you saw someone who you'd seen before, but you wouldn't know, you'd be like, every time I see you, I'd be like, who are you? I don't know. Who are you? The fact that I see anybody and recognize them means I have a photographic memory. Okay? So all I'm saying is, it's not anything to brag about.
I think it would be more rare for someone not to have it.
Yes, that'd be extremely rare.
Yeah.
Impressive, maybe.
Not
even.
impossible.
Blind people, I would think,
Yeah.
would be the big example.
Well.
But I would say blind people, it's not that they don't have a photographic memory. It's just they don't have that input. So,
They have a
but it doesn't mean their
philographic
brains.
By definition alone, it could not be photographic.
It could
No.
not. It could not be unless they formerly could see.
What
and
about
then they went?
What about
blind.
this? What about this? Mm-hmm. Go with me on this.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll stay, but I'll go. We'll check it out.
Saturday morning.
Love Saturday morning.
You're sitting on a park bench at a park.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know we
You
were
ready?
going there. I'm at a
It's-
park bench. It's a Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's like 65 degrees.
Oof, I'm
Okay,
liking
it's
this.
Partly sunny, partly cloudy.
Is there a little breeze?
There's a slight breeze. It's
Are
not
there-
heavy, just a slight breeze.
Am I drinking coffee?
Yes, you are drinking
Are
coffee.
we feeding
And-
ducks pieces
no,
of bread?
No, you're not feeding the ducks.
Well,
no,
thank
you're
you.
reading a
I'm out.
newspaper.
I'm reading.
Drinking coffee.
Come on.
Okay.
You're just explaining my perfect day.
Yeah.
So.
And a lawnmower goes by,
Okay.
and you smell the grass.
Yeah.
That smell is not photographic.
No.
But it brings something to you
Sure.
that something cannot. So,
I'm not saying that everyone exclusively has a photographic memory.
But what I'm saying is I'm just suggesting that there might be ways in which a memory might not be photographic.
Oh, I'll go with you on there, and I'll
Okay.
stay with you. I'll go with you, and I'll stay with you. What
But
I'm
you're saying the
is
primary-
this idea that I have a photographic memory and other people
Oh, I
do
got you.
not.
Yeah.
My thing is like, yes, no, everyone. Can you get home from where you are? Do you recognize your car when you go to the parking lot and you see what it is?
No.
Do you remember what a letter A looks like? You have a photographic memory. Everyone has a photographic memory. I think what she's saying is I have a better memory than you, which might be true, but is a different thing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
If
Yeah.
she wants to say, Dan, your memory is crap and my memory is a lot better than yours,
Yeah.
well, now we're talking. And
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time disagreeing with that.
Okay, so
because I don't have a great memory.
Yeah, I have something to add to this.
Okay.
I think people with poor memories, because I have an awful memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really bad.
Yeah.
I think people with poor memories live happier lives.
Oh, I agree. I completely agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, the ability to forget something
It's fantastic.
It's one of the greatest gifts that God has given to man.
Specifically, man.
Yes, man. Yeah.
I love forgetting things.
It's wonderful.
I could watch the same movie over and over and over. Like, I'm not sure if I've seen this, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here.
Definitely. Like, Bruce Willis was dead?
What?
Yeah, every time. I love forgetting things. It's a freeing thing. It's like memories are like weights that you carry in their backpack of your brain,
and it gives you a chance to rediscover.
And
things.
I could just let it go.
Yeah, let it go, man, and rediscover some new things that you'd already discovered.
And that's why we're here. That's why the show exists, is to help you rediscover things that you already knew were true. I was thinking, what if we did the Mount Rushmore of vending machines?
Okay. Are we good? How are we going to do this? Types, locations?
Yeah, I think we do types, locations, and like stuff you put in them. I think it's a good idea.
Like coffee, snacks, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Cigarettes, maybe?
You know, do they even have those anymore? When's the last time you saw a cigarette vending machine?
I saw one in a bowling alley.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they even let you smoke in a bowling alley anymore?
Well, I don't know. I think they used to.
Man, that
they
used to be great. I
don't-
kind of miss that smoking in the bowling alley
Yeah, I
stuff.
kinda do, too.
Like just that haze that was
Yeah.
there. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, well, there's this Burger King in town.
Huh?
There's a Burger King in
Yeah?
town. They
We-
just recently remodeled.
We
Okay.
didn't talk about this.
What?
What?
Yeah, he did. All right.
Wait, did you talk about
No,
this?
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
it's
did.
just that just shows that it actually proves our point. But that's more of a Jesse. You don't pay attention when
Did
he's
he really
talking.
say
Yes.
Yes, he actually did. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it was the whole thing he said.
I was zoned
That's
out.
more about like your disrespect of Jesse as a person.
Like, hold on, you're going off the shtick here.
No, we were doing a script. The one we did earlier.
Don't say stuff that nobody said. When did you get here, Jesse? All right. So anyway, photographic memory. Does Erica have a better memory than I do? Absolutely, 100%.
Do you live a happier life?
Yes. Does because of the memory thing.
Yeah.
But does she get to say, I have a photographic memory?
If it's a free country, you say whatever you
Well,
want.
sure, you can say whatever you want. But then I'm also allowed to scream at her.
Yes.
Everyone has
Because
a
it's
photographic
also
memory.
a free country.
Yes.
You're both allowed to do that.
And I'm allowed to scream?
Yes.
That's part of my
Part of the free speech.
constitutional. Except I
Absolutely.
can't scream fire in a crowded theater.
You can once.
Then they're going to get you just like they got Trump. We're not going to talk about that, though.
No. This
Whatever. This is not a political podcast, but I did go to our city council meeting on Tuesday night, and it was crazy. People are pretty upset. You remember how upset we were about the dirty Cardinal money?
Yeah.
Okay. And I still
am.
Scott Scherzer, I think he's on a beach somewhere, living
I think he
large
owns
off of
a small island.
Yeah, living large off of that dirty Cardinal money. Okay, I think that's what's happening. But there are some people that are really upset about all of the new stickers and wraps over everything that say "Love Your City."
Yeah.
Some lady showing up at city council meetings trying to impeach our mayor.
Wow.
Because $11,000 was spent on that total campaign to, whatever. And she wants to impeach our mayor because of that. How do you feel about that, Jason? Where do you land on that?
Not a big fan of the stickers.
You don't like the stickers?
No, I really don't care. I think it's a waste of $11,000.
Do you feel like
I wouldn't impeach him
worth
for it.
impeaching him for
No,
it?
it's not worth impeaching.
Because
him for.
we have firmly put our support in the past behind Mayor Bill Collins.
I love Bill Collins.
Okay, all right.
Until you just said his name, I couldn't. Pull it.
He is the one behind this
Yeah.
drive.
Well, listen, when
Doesn't mean you
Ray Grogan endorses somebody, that means something.
It does.
There is weight behind Ray Grogan's words,
Yeah.
and so he endorsed Bill Collins, and I am pro Bill Collins because of Ray.
Do you think when Ray was in junior high, like friends made fun of him and called him Gay Grogan?
That's a great question for him next time he's on the podcast.
I'll bet they did. That's the kind of thing like a
Gay Gogan?
7-year-old would do.
Gay Grogan.
Hey, Gay
That's something that Jesse would do right now.
Oh, listen, before y'all showed up, Jason and I were talking about the things that we did in like 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah. It's a good thing you didn't know one another.
Oh, that'd been fun.
We could have been best friends or worst enemies.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say what I was just thinking.
Okay.
I'll tell you later. Just remind me.
Okay.
It was pretty funny.
Why say something funny on the comedy podcast?
Exactly. It would bring a name into the show that I don't want to release. It got personal.
I got you.
In a way
I don't even know where you're going.
I was going to make fun of somebody, but I thought that maybe they're dead. And I don't know because I've not, and there's a good chance because the older we get, people we went to school with, they're dropping like flies.
So it's not something that I would have understood.
No, I don't think you would have known.
But we talk about George Washington all the time. He's dead.
That's true, but we don't make fun of him, and I won't. All right, is there something else you want to? You got something? I got stuff.
I got a whole list of things. Okay. The MAGA movement seems to be very popular nowadays.
Make America great.
Yes.
Again.
I want to do the Mount Rushmore of cartoon characters that would be MAGA. So, for instance, I got the George Washington. It's Yosemite Sam.
Because of the gun ownership.
Because of the I mean, Trump is 100%.
And he's so angry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Mean tweets. Yosemite Sam would be having some mean tweets.
All right. Okay. Boy, this is good. I feel like Daffy Duck.
Okay.
I've got him as a conservative.
But I could see him.
And I've got Bugs as a liberal.
Really?
Yeah, because he's mad at Bugs Bunny, and Bugs Bunny is just like living in fantasy world, and Daffy's always like, "Listen here, Buster," and he's trying to get him to focus.
See, I would figure Daffy would be more the liberal.
Really?
I think I might have one that rivals Yosemite Sam.
Oh, okay.
Elmer Fudd.
Well, he's another gun owner.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill the Wascally Wabbit.
Yeah.
Which maybe once again
because
Bugs is a liberal.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe.
Are we going to go Porky Pig?
No, he's definitely.
Okay.
That's all, folks.
What about in the? That's the Looney Tunes. What about in the Disney universe? What is the conservative cartoon?
Grumpy.
Who's Grumpy?
The Seven Dwarfs.
Oh. Listen, I've got one. I've got a really good one.
Okay.
Scrooge McDuck.
For sure.
He might be the George Washington.
Yeah.
Sitting on his pile of money.
Yeah, okay. Listen.
So definitely Scrooge McDuck and Yosemite Sam. Those are the two for sure.
Scrooge and Sam.
Yeah.
You got to have Elmer Fudd.
All right, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it.
He's on the stove.
The topic was just broached. Okay, so we have to think about it.
You got to vet it out.
What's another conservative MAGA?
I'm thinking like Nickelodeon stuff.
Johnny Bravo.
I was thinking
Like
Johnny
Mr.
Bravo, but he's kind of a pretty boy.
I never saw Johnny
He's
Bravo.
also kind of really like he's a mama's boy too.
Oh,
like
is he?
hardcore. He still lives with his
Ooh,
mom.
what about Dexter?
I was thinking Dexter.
You know,
He's
Get
like
out of
the
my
Elon Musk type.
Get out of my laboratory,
Yeah.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Get out of my laboratory.
Get out of my laboratory.
He's very
I'll go right
smart.
over here.
I
was thinking Mr. Krabs.
Ooh,
Oh,
no, that's it.
100%.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, and SpongeBob is a flaming liberal, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like so far Scrooge, Yosemite Sam, Mr. Krabs.
That's a solid 3.
That's pretty good.
We
but
need
I
one
feel like
more
we're
to
missing
complete
one
the
more.
MAGA. Is there a female cartoon?
What are the most? Give me just
Kim
Google
Possible.
most popular.
Impossible.
I was hoping we could go forever and never talk about your weird love of Kim Possible again. I just want some. I feel like we're missing some popular cartoons, like the Jetsons.
Oh, okay.
What's
Mr. Sprocket?
Fred
Spacely
Flintstone?
Sprocket?
What about Homer? Homer Simpson.
Oh, okay. Which Simpsons character is most? I'll bet Donald Trump was a Simpsons character.
He was.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Multiple
Simpsons
times.
predicted
Yes.
him.
Yeah.
Coming down the escalator.
But as of the Simpsons regular characters,
Mo.
Mo.
He owns a tavern, small business owner.
Yeah.
He's a small business owner.
He would have got shut down during COVID and would have been
Yeah.
really ticked at the government.
Okay. Yeah, I still feel like we're missing somebody.
There's got to be an obvious one.
I think that there is an obvious one because these three, the moment we said them, it was like, that's
instantaneous.
it. We just
Yeah.
knew it. What are the most popular cartoons of all time? Give me some.
I mean, there's Looney Tunes. There's the
Yeah.
Simpsons. There's the Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Dude, Popeye.
Popeye.
100%
Oh, you think
Popeye.
Popeye's conservative?
Well,
I
he
think
could be
Fred-
a union guy.
He's a military
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
though. He's in the
Military.
Navy.
He is.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So He eats spinach.
Charlie
which check
Brown.
against him.
Charlie Brown.
Oh, Charlie Brown. Are there any Charlie Brown characters that are conservative?
Linus.
Linus, he's a educated academic elite. You know, I don't think so. He's looking down his nose and he needs his baby blanket. So no, Linus is a liberal if I ever saw one. Maybe Pigpen. What are some other cartoons?
Let's see.
Feels like we're just missing something. Gummy Bears.
Some of the big ones. I mean, there's Tom and Jerry, but I mean, obviously,
Tom and Jerry. I don't know that either one
I
of
don't
those
think either of them
really,
would be Garfield.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
No, I don't think any of those
No.
make it. Garfield, is Garfield a conservative?
Would like
He's a fat cat.
Superman?
Oh, okay. Superman. Well, you know.
No, I mean, no. As of
Captain
recently,
America?
no.
Peace, justice, and the American way. I mean, old Superman.
Old Superman,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
New
Well,
Superman.
that's-
Well,
the
Captain
OG.
America.
Yeah.
He was a cartoon, right?
He wants to make America great again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do Captain America.
Okay, let's do Captain.
All right, there it is. Whew.
That was a good one.
That
That's
was
fun.
a good one. So we got Scrooge McDuck, Yosemite Sam, Mr. Krabs,
And Captain
and
America.
Captain America.
That
That's a
is the-
pretty good one.
Someone, whoever's listening, if you
MAGA
can do
cartoons.
like AI art, do AI art with those guys with MAGA.
If you can do AI
That
art.
would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. If
Well,
you can
we have a few
do
people.
AI art.
Listen, we have people that do that.
You don't do AI art. You just tell AI
No,
what to do.
There's people that do AI art.
Okay.
I do AI art sometimes.
But you just tell AI what
No,
to do.
I do it.
You don't draw anything.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I tittle.
Okay.
Nope.
We're not talking about. Never mind. All right. Are you ready to move on to something else?
Yeah, I mean, I got a whole list of
Okay.
things.
Here's something. You
Okay.
ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm interested to get your take on this. Now,
Okay,
I
yeah.
know we're not a sports show, and we used to be, but we kind of like came out of the closet.
As non-sports.
Like we're we're deeply closeted. We were deeply closeted as
I don't know what we are.
I don't know. I was just thinking about Norm Macdonald.
I came out of the closet.
I'm a deeply closeted gay man, he says. So are you telling me you're gay? You'll never get me to admit that I'm gay, you dirty dog. Anyway, we were a sports show, and then we came out of the closet. We said, you know what? We're not gay, but we're also not a sports show. So we're sorry. We're just not that.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Well, when you watch more sports from 1987 than you do of current sports, that's a problem.
are you familiar with what Major League Baseball just did to their records?
No.
Ooh, you're not.
No.
So in baseball, Jason,
Yes.
numbers mean more
Numbers mean everything.
than any other sport.
Yes.
There's no other sport
Correct.
that numbers mean as much as they do in Major League Baseball.
Correct.
Major League Baseball, as of yesterday,
Okay.
if you go up to their website,
yeah.
they have now allowed an integrated Negro League statistics
I did see that.
into Major League
Yeah.
Baseball.
Dude.
What do you think of this?
Satchel Paige owns everything.
So that's what I figured. So I pulled it up.
Yeah.
But they don't. So I
Because
think
he played in like a Cuba League.
I know he
and
played
South
in
American
so,
League. Yeah.
So I think that there are, because a lot of the Negro League stuff was like traveling, and they would play 3 games a day.
Yeah.
And they don't have statistics on all of those. There are some specific Negro League games that kept statistics, and those are the ones that they have.
Oh, that's-
so the
yeah.
amount of games that they played is not like a lot. But a couple of things happened. The all-time, who do you think was the all-time leader in batting average? Ty Cobb, right?
Yeah.
Now it's Josh Gibson.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I knew he hit for power. I didn't realize
He's
he was
also
a
the
average
all-time leader in WAR and the all-time leader in slugging percentage.
guy. Wow. Dude,
So-
that's impressive.
Yeah. And now his game amount is not as much
Right.
as the other guys.
Right.
It's still like a few hundred or something.
Well, I think they called the Black Babe Ruth, right?
Yes, or they called Babe Ruth the white Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Are you for that? Are you against it?
I'm
Do
against
you not
it.
care? I thought you would be against it.
Yeah. Just because it wasn't the same competition.
Mm-hmm.
So even though stats mean everything and they should be close, it's
Yeah.
not the same.
Right.
And you can't
Now,
include.
it's possible-
Like Satchel Paige, if they included all of his records, he would literally own every.
He would own
pitching
every
record.
pitching record. Well, all of the ones that were like accumulative, maybe
Right.
not ERA and
like
stuff.
strikeouts, innings pitched, wins.
Yeah, he would own all of those.
All of it.
What we're not saying is that if Josh Gibson had played in Major League Baseball, and we wish he would have, it would have been a better world.
Absolutely.
If they could have.
All of them, yeah.
He might own every record.
Yeah.
He might be unanimously the greatest baseball player. He was also a catcher, by the way.
Yeah.
He might be the greatest baseball. There's a very
We're
good
boring
chance.
Jesse. He's yawned 3 times.
There's a very good chance
I don't know these people.
that he was. But it is sticky. And so it seems like, I think one of the reasons you're against it is because it feels very progressive.
I don't like it. I don't like change.
I know you don't like change.
I don't like change. Stella, hit the Netflix.
What?
We're halfway through.
We are halfway through. It's a sign of a good show that we're halfway through. And it's almost over. It's like all downhill from here.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus.
Jason.
Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube.
What is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
My Netflix suggestion of the week is found on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm still on that Salty Something Productions.
Okay.
The video game stuff.
Salty Productions.
What's it called?
Summoning Salt.
Yeah, Summoning Salt.
Which ones have you watched?
Okay, like a bunch.
Yeah.
But the one that I want to talk about is the Mario Brother speed run, where they have it at a point right now. It is the perfect run, except for 2 frames.
Right.
Which is like there's so many frames per.
There's like 8 frames per second or something.
Yeah, 8 frames per second or something. Like it's 2 frames.
Right.
Of 1 second. So like 2 spots on the map to improve by 1 frame.
By 1 frame.
1 frame.
Not even 1 second.
Not even 1 second.
Yeah.
It's so they basically have perfected Mario. It's the perfect speed run, except for these 2 frames, and they don't even know if it's humanly possible.
Yeah.
They think it might be.
Did you watch the latest Mike Tyson's Punch-Out one?
I did. I just watched
when
that.
all of a sudden, and then he's like, and that person was me. Yes. And you're like, what? It was like, I literally like had to pause it today.
I watched it today.
And I called Aaron, and I was like, you're not going to believe this. So I love Summoning Salt. That's a quality production.
Quality production.
Have you watched The Blindfolded?
No.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
No.
Crazy. People beat that game blindfolded.
That's crazy.
We would have worshipped them as gods.
Yes.
If we had known that was even possible back then.
I used to think like we were good until we met Matt Neff. I thought, no, he's really good at video games.
No.
But these guys, Matt's nothing compared to these guys.
That's like you think you're good at basketball, and then you play a guy that's like a Division III basketball player, and you're like, I'm not good. He's good. Yeah. But he couldn't even come close to playing in the NBA.
Right.
So that's
a whole
exactly
next level.
What it's like. Matt's like a Division III video game player.
And we're a co-ed at the YMCA.
Good, though. Like, they know us.
They know us. We used to walk in there. The brothers are here.
The
brothers.
Oh, brothers are here. Buckets. So there it is, Summoning Salt on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've been watching. Oh, by the way, one of your old YouTube suggestions, I tried. The dude that tracks people.
Man Tracker.
Oh my gosh.
You don't like it?
That is the most overproduced show I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty great.
It's so unnecessarily dramatic. It's so stupid.
No, it's not stupid.
Listen, if it's
not
just
stupid,
what they're doing is they're turning what should be a 15-minute show into something way longer, and the music, and it's just so overproduced.
I love that show so much.
I hated it. I was like, I had a visceral reaction to it. I started to sweat and get angry.
I've got other people watching it now.
I hate that show.
Oh,
okay,
man.
so I am against that suggestion.
You're anti-Man Tracker.
Definitely.
I
love the concept that happens, and I want to see it, but the delivery.
I want you and I to do it.
Is lacking. Oh, I'd love to do it.
Yeah, how fun would that be?
It'd be a lot of fun.
You got like 40 miles in 2 days.
Yeah,
without getting
sign me up. All right. So, but my suggestion is, so I've been watching a lot. We've just still been watching Poirot and Frasier. So, like, if we have an hour to watch TV, we're gonna watch either one of those 2 things. BBC murder mystery from the 80s and the 90s,
Yeah.
or a sitcom that I've seen all the way through probably 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
just gonna go around it again because it's
Do you popcorn your Frasier?
no.
Do you pick and choose?
I popcorn my Seinfeld.
Okay.
I will not popcorn my Frasier.
So you're straight
I
through.
start at the beginning and I just work my way to the end. I popcorn Office. I popcorn Parks and Rec, but not Frasier.
Yeah.
Frasier deserves the respect. So my suggestion of the week is YouTube at some point has decided that I want to watch Theo Von Cooking with special people. Have you seen this?
No.
It's like a cooking show, and Theo Von is like in the kitchen, and they're all wearing things, and it's like, I don't know, like autistic people or, you know, people that have developmental disabilities.
Yeah.
And they're cooking together,
Okay.
and he's asking them questions, and they're cooking and making stuff, and it's pretty great. He's not making fun of them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're living their best life.
Yeah.
And he's just a couple ticks away from those guys, you know. You know.
He might be further down the line.
Yeah,
than
I mean,
some of
he's
them.
connecting with them,
Yeah.
and he loves it. You
Yeah.
know, he loves every minute of it. Here's my actual thing on Theo Von. I don't listen to a ton of Theo Von. Do you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know of him. I've seen some of his stuff.
My thing is, like, I listened to, he interviewed Dave Ramsey.
Okay.
And the thing about Theo Von is he will say things sometimes that make him look very stupid.
Yeah.
He'll say things like he's interviewing Dave Ramsey, and Dave Ramsey's just telling him his like life story, and he talked about when he went bankrupt. He's like, "Man, you went bankrupt? Like, how do you gotta like walk in a bank or something? Like, how do you do that? How do you do that?" And he's like, "Well, that's like just forms you fill out." He's like, "Oh man, that's crazy," you know. so he'll do that sort of
you go to a
thing.
bank to do that?
Yeah, it's like, what do you do? Like, how do you? And Dave was like, what are you asking here?
I declare bankruptcy.
Maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know. But here's my take on Theo Von. My take on Theo Von is low education,
Yeah.
high intelligence.
Yeah.
That's my take on Theo Von. And he just leans into it. And when he doesn't know something, I think because the intelligence, like his IQ is so high, he's unafraid to look stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you think
as a highly educated, in general, not always, but in general, highly educated people are afraid to appear uneducated.
Yeah.
Because it's their identity. I'm
Right.
educated. I went to Georgia Bird and I got a degree on my wall, you know. And so I want to make sure everybody knows that I know everything. And so I kind of cover my tracks. But because he doesn't have that, he's like, I just want knowledge.
Yeah.
And so when I hear Dave Ramsey say he went bankrupt, I'm like, you like go to a bank to do that? Or what's, man, that's crazy. You know, like, and you're just openly asking questions.
Yeah.
But I think he couldn't. Well, I don't think you could be a professional comedian at his level if you weren't pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Gallagher.
Did you listen to the interview with him and Jordan Peterson?
Parts of it, but I need to go. I should listen to the whole thing.
It's because there are times where he does that same thing where you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's such an idiot. And then like he'll say something, you're like, oh. Like, okay, he's like hanging in there.
I
with
saw the
Peterson.
one where what's his name made him cry. Who's that motivational speaker? That big guy with the big voice that everybody
Oh,
loves.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah,
that was
saw-
a good one too.
I saw him with Tony, and Tony Robbins made him cry, and he's like tearing up. You know, it was pretty good. So, anyway, there it is. Facebook or not? YouTube has decided that I want to watch Theo Von in a cooking show with developmentally disabled people. And Jason, you know what?
Yeah.
YouTube is right. I do want to watch it. It's a lot of fun.
Can you send me the link?
I don't know. Just Google that.
I'm not going to remember.
Okay.
He wouldn't watch it anyway.
It's great. And Theo
I
Von
would
loves
watch
it.
it,
He's
yeah.
like totally into it. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, what are we doing?
Hey,
you know?
guys, which one do you have?
And they're explaining,
Yeah.
what
I
they're
would do
doing. He's
that.
like, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's
would
cool.
have fun with
you know?
that.
So anyway, that's
Yeah.
what I've been watching when I'm not watching BBC murder mysteries from 40 years ago.
You guys watch anything?
Savannah, I've been watching 8 Simple Rules.
For dating my daughter.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that John Ritter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't like watching old stuff most of the time, but Savannah's been on it, and she begged me to watch, and I watched a couple episodes. And one, Kaylee Cuoco is in it when she was young, so got my attention a little bit. But the thing I will say, I like it. But the thing I just don't like about sitcoms from back then,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Kaylee Cuoco was hot.
No, that's
No,
fine.
listen, I get it.
It's just, you don't have to.
Like any movie that you watch, you bring up the chick in it.
Yeah, why else would I watch movies? but no, the thing I don't like about sitcoms, especially from that era, is like that's when they started making all of the men just buffoons.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole purpose of the shows are to like point out how stupid husbands are. It's like it's funny, but then when you look at what it's become, what it's turned into,
It's a little too close to home in your case.
listen,
Yeah.
I am a very distinguished man in my household, and everyone knows it.
Distinguished. Yes. I mean, I think if you look up, yeah, okay, sure,
Yeah.
distinguished. Yeah. Have you ever watched the like old clips of the sitcoms from the 50s when the dads are like, patting the mom on the butt? You get back in there, kitchen, honey. You think you can talk to me and my friend about business? She's real hilarious, isn't she, Hal? Oh, she's the best. Now go make us some pie, okay? Oh dear.
I saw one where the husband has the wife like straight up bent over his knee and he's spanking her like really hard, like disciplining
it was like-
and the daughter's like, "But Dad, why are you spanking Mom?" And he's like, "Because I love her." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And the mom looks back and she's like,
And that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the SNL commercial about the Totino's pizza roll?
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's I gotta feed my hungry guys. That's a newer one that's actually pretty funny. Preston, are you watching anything?
Not in particular.
Just Bluey and Brokeback Mountain.
Yep. Back-to-back marathon, baby.
All right.
You know,
Okay. All right.
just
It's in
normal
a
Saturday
playlist.
night. Yeah.
It's in a playlist, which
Listen,
you can't fight
it's
it.
like that's your algorithm.
Yeah. It's just
All right, Jason. What else you got?
So the box of chocolates that you sometimes get, open it up.
Stovers.
I don't know.
Stovers? Stop. I don't think it's Stovers.
Yeah.
There'd be Stover's mac and cheese.
yeah.
It's like
What's the box of chocolates?
Stouffer.
Just
Brand. Oh gosh.
the heart-shaped box like Valentine's Day.
Just thinking a box of chocolates. I don't know.
Box of. Anyway, continue.
Okay, the box of chocolates that you open up, it's assorted. Do you like going in blind, or do you like reading the little map?
Oh. Whew.
'Cause
Boy, I
listen-
like the Whitmans. That's what I like a lot. The
Oh, yeah, that's a
Whitman
good one.
sampler.
Yeah.
That's really good. Russell Stover.
Yeah.
Russell
Yep.
Stover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what was
yeah.
throwing me off. You said just Stover. Russell Stover, that's where it's at right there. I think Russell Stover and Whitman's, those are the two big ones.
Okay. So do you like
so
going in blind,
That's a
or
good
do you
question.
like the
Jason, that's a really good question.
Thank you.
I just want to acknowledge the fact,
I've had two good ones tonight.
even a blind squirrel.
Sometimes.
I thought that was a broken clock.
You know, it depends. It really depends. Sometimes the spectrum is so wide
Yeah.
that I want to know what I'm getting into. But if I know that I like everything that's in there, I like to go blind.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I think blind's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes if you get that, like the lemon one, where it's like you don't really want the lemon one,
Yeah.
you just power through it.
You just power through
Yeah,
it.
but those low ones make the high ones better.
I hear you. And
Yeah.
you're like, ooh.
Like, and then when you get a good one, like, oh.
Yeah. And usually they're all shaped, kind of have their own shape. So you start to figure
Yeah.
out, like, that's the one with the peanuts. That's the one I want.
want the
That's
one
got
with the-
caramel in it. That's got some kind of weird fruit jelly.
That's a cherry.
Not interested.
That's a cherry right there.
Do you like a chocolate covered cherry?
I love chocolate covered cherries.
Me too. It's been a long time, though. It's been a long time since I had a chocolate.
Are you guys a random or a map guy?
I kind of like going in just random.
Yeah.
same. I don't like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get some of the ones that you're like, ugh, that's awful, but then you finish the other half of it anyway because you're committed to it. That's fun though.
I would like to know, one of the things that YouTube shows me sometimes is Mr. Beast videos. What's
Yeah.
the deal? What's his deal?
He has money. You just be like,
Why does he have money? What's his
because
deal?
people are dumb.
He
watch
he
his
did
stuff.
well. He started these videos.
What's his real name?
Jimmy?
Okay.
I don't know his last name, but he started he basically did YouTube before almost anyone else, and he just did YouTube videos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Became obsessed with it, and then one of his first sponsorships, basically I can't remember what kind of business it was, but basically they said that they would give him $5,000 to go out and give to a homeless person for a video.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically was like, well, if you do $10,000, Like, yeah, just bump it to 10,000.
Yeah.
I think they did, and then the revenue from that video, he just kept putting all the revenue back in, and so his videos just keep getting more and more elaborate and bigger and bigger. And now, I mean, he's spending millions of dollars on some of these videos.
It's like
he'll
a full
give-
production.
And he'll
piece.
give
Yeah.
away like $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I watched the one where a guy had to be in a house for 100 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a cool one. Was it the one where the guy almost got hit by a tornado while he was in the house?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I want to know, how do I get in one of these videos? That's what I want to know. Like, how do I get in one of these videos? Because I feel like Erica would happily say goodbye for 100 days. Like, you better.
And you come back with some money.
You better come back with the money. But, you know.
Well, they're like, you spend your, like, for every week you're in a shopping center, you get $1,000
Yeah.
or something
something
crazy.
like that, yeah.
How do you apply? Is there
I would
a way-
live
do you
there.
have to
No
know
idea.
This is
him?
now my job.
Where does he live?
Well, there are a lot of people that make like repeat appearances in some of his videos, so I'm guessing it's somewhat local to where he's at. And
Where
then you
is
just
he
have
at?
to show up. Or,
I'll just find out what Burger King he goes to, and I'll just hang out
Just
there.
wait.
Just to live outside the Burger King.
He probably has a local Burger King.
I'm sure he does.
Well, he doesn't eat stuff like that. He has some health issues, so he has to eat stuff that's good for him.
Just
I think
Why do
hang
I
outside
know
of
so
Whole
much?
Foods.
You know
I know a lot
about him.
Well, there was a period of time where I would watch all of his cool videos, and then the one of his co-hosts, one of the guys, decided he was no longer a guy and ended his marriage and decided to be a girl, and so I stopped watching
Because it hit a little close to home.
a little bit.
So do you know about this, Jason? Do you know who Scotty Scheffler is?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay, so you know the drama
The
with Scotty
golfer?
Scheffler?
The golfer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got arrested.
Yeah.
And so we had this conversation with Farmer Bob and Farmer Bob's wife and Erica and I. So here's what happened. Scotty Scheffler's wife gives birth to their first child. 2 days later, the PGA Championship takes off. Okay. And he's the best golfer in the world right now. And on day 2 of the tournament, he gets arrested for what ended up being just a huge misunderstanding and probably an overzealous cop in Louisville jumping on his car and being a kind of crazy person. But I was talking to Farmer Bob about this, and he said, well, Carly said serves him right, basically. Like, he should have just stayed home with his wife because 2 days ago they just had their first child, so he should have stayed home. And I said, does Carly know that the winner of the PGA Championship gets $20 million?
Yeah.
$20 million. To which she said, well, they have enough money already. They don't need that, you know. So I'm like, $20 million.
And
I'd
you're in
leave
your
the
prime.
house.
You're in your prime. It'd be different if you're outside of your prime.
And golfers go in and out of your prime. It's
Yeah.
hard. Sometimes it's like you're there, and then all of a sudden, like, where did Jordan Spieth go? He's like gone.
Yeah.
You know. So
if you're dialed in, you gotta show up
you
to
gotta-
every tournament.
yeah, strike while the iron's hot.
I'd leave the hospital as my wife was giving birth for a $20 bill.
For $20 million, $20 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I asked Erica what she thought, you know, and
Yeah.
she was like, yeah. And then we kept on scaling it down. Eventually, we did get to a number which she was like, no, I'd rather you stay. But
What's that number?
I think it was like $1,000. She was like, you know. So, but it's all to scale, I guess,
Yeah.
eventually. But
So
man, $20 million is
$900. Stay with me.
Stay with me.
$1,000. See ya.
You go get that money.
Make that bread.
We're gonna need that. This kid's not free. So I don't know. What do you think about that, Jason?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was much there.
No, there's
All
not.
right. What do you got?
Man, I got more stuff here.
We're almost done. I've got a couple throwaway things.
Yeah, let's do a throwaway.
You want to do a throwaway thing?
I did want to tell everybody that I have it on good authority
Oh.
that every time you
have-
share this show,
Yeah.
God will bless you. So I have it on the highest of authorities that is true. And so every time you share the show, you could share it with 10 different people. That's 10 different blessings coming your way. I just want to put that out there. So,
And also,
yeah.
if you're on social media and our stuff comes up, keep scrolling if you want your grandma to die. But stop and share if you love your grandma.
Yeah.
You know.
And
So
you- yeah.
and I have that
And
on
like.
good authority.
And like, if you love Jesus.
Yes. And if you love the devil, then just keep on scrolling. Listen, if you do love the devil, That's between you and the devil.
And honestly, you probably wouldn't like the show anyway, so keep on scrolling.
You know what, though? I don't want to say who wouldn't like the show.
Let's not say who. How's that go?
What is it? That's so it's the Monty Python and the Holy
right?
Grail. Yeah. Oh, and who wouldn't? It's when his anyway. I'm not going to get it right, but the way he says oh, yeah. Okay, so you have it on good authority.
Yeah, that every time someone shares the show, that God blesses them.
And I have it on good authority that if you want your grandma to die,
keep strolling.
Aren't those the worst? That's the bottom rung of humanity.
I see those, and I'm like, both my grandmas are already dead. So
but listen, people do that stuff and it works.
It does work.
It works.
It's only old people on Facebook that
It
do
doesn't
that.
matter.
Every time you see it, it's like, oh, I bet this person's no less than 70.
Yeah. Share if you love God. Keep scrolling if you're ashamed of him. Oh, well, I have to share.
I gotta share now.
I
I'm gonna
got
look
it.
like an idiot if I don't.
God's watching this right now. Okay, fine, I'll share. That's just the worst. I mean, if I could get rid of the fake African prince or that, I'd get rid of that.
Oh, yeah. Fake African princes are great.
This could be entertaining.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I got something, and I don't really want to throw it away because it could be something.
Okay.
It's about. I'll just tease it, and then you can say what you're going to say.
Okay.
I'll just tease it. It's about the drive-through car wash. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Don't say anything.
You guys remember way back when I was added to that group chat, the Black Church Lady group chat?
Yeah.
A while back, they started a new one.
And you're in it.
I was in it.
Nice.
And I thought for sure, well, I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah.
They caught me pretty quick. I was like, man, I'm going to get this going for a while, and this is going to be a great bit for the show. And they caught me pretty quick. But now I still get calls for this lady. I get emails.
Yeah.
Someone texted my phone from an email address saying so-and-so left their AirPods, and also can you tell me how to how to turn on the bathtub? I was like,
Did you tell her?
no.
I
should have been like, you turn the doodad and
Lefty
you
loosey,
jiggle the
righty tighty.
bebop.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's a show.
That's a show. Like it or not. You know.
Well, but you better like it.
You need to like
if
it.
you want the blessing.
Yeah. So
The blessing.
yeah. All right. This is Dan signing over. Jason reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids. And especially you, Patton's sister, Pam.
Yeah, Pam.
Pam. All right. I knew it was
Patton's
a P.
sister Pam picks
Patton's sister
pickled
Pam.
peppers.
Patton's sister Pam.
You know what I was trying to say.
Ow now, brown cow.
Ow now, brown cow.
Good old Indian style.